take you through this explainer because this is one that a lot of viewers were asking me about the differences between a warning, an advisory, a watch. What does it all mean? Let me break it down for you. So when you see these alerts issued, this is a call for action and the potential hazards. The call for action from an advisory would be strong currents and waves dangerous to those in very near water possible, and some of the potential hazards, and of course move away from the water and the beaches and the waterways. Compare that to a warning. So when there's a tsunami warning issued, there is dangerous coastal flooding and powerful currents possible. So the National Weather Service is not saying that we're expecting complete inundation of the Bay Area. It's more of the lines of strong currents and those strong waves paired with high tide that'll make for dangerous conditions. You've already seen flooding at some of those low-lying areas. So hopefully this helps clear up some of the confusion between a warning and an advisory when it comes to tsunami alerts. Now, as far as what you should do and how to prepare, the National Weather Service is saying that this is going to arrive in pulses of surging water, similar to high tide, where it sort of backs off and then it moves in and sort of gets really dangerous. A lot of our viewers said they were out on morning walks, they were unaware of some of the advisories, and then when they tuned in, they realized that's what they were seeing. So move to higher inland. I know that there's a lot of patrol cars out there making sure that folks stay away from the water, but you also want to wait for the all clear. Even after high tide, this threat may last over the course of several hours. I've also been looking at the water levels, and it looks like some areas could be peaking, but even then we're not in the clear until we're actually in the clear, and that's what we're going to leave the experts for, National Oceanic Service. So let's talk about what is a tsunami. This is another really big question that viewers are asking me because they think of a tsunami as what they see in movies, and yes, there are movies that portray tsunamis in some of the worst factors, but I want to show you how this all plays out. So if you look at this graphic, Earth's plate rubs together, causing an underwater earthquake. So that underwater volcano that erupted released the strength of a 7.6 magnitude earthquake, and that's what triggers this action right here. The earthquake causes a vertical push of seawater. So notice that vertical push of the water going up, and in turn, with that vertical push of seawater, as the wave spreads into shallower waters, it grows in height. So what you see here would be that large wave that, oftentimes gets depicted in films, but I want to bring you down, to where the Bay Area is experiencing. We're under an advisory. Keep that in mind. So we're not expecting complete inundation, but we are expecting dangerous waves and strong rip currents. So if you're walking around on the beach or the coastline, walking your dog, this could easily turn into a very dangerous situation where you get swept. Now, this is a live look right now at Santa Cruz, and they do have patrol cars out there. Again, this isn't going to be one huge wave. The National Weather Service is advising that it comes in sort of spurts of, choppy water here and there. Here's another live look as well. You can see several patrol cars out there monitoring and making sure that everybody is being safe. So all in all, the message here is going to be wait for the all clear. This is going to be something that remains a potential threat until it doesn't. And, just if you're waking up now and, sort of figuring out what's going on, why are we, the West Coast, under a tsunami advisory? Well, because of the earlier volcano eruption that happened underwater near the island of Tonga, and that was registered as a 7.6 earthquake in strength. So it was not an earthquake, it was a volcanic eruption, and because of that eruption, the impact definitely brought on a huge surge, and that's what's bringing that dangerous energy as well. We've seen that time and time again where the boats get pushed up onto land. We're already seeing low-lying areas with water leveling as well as flooding. So as you head out this morning, I think your Saturday should not consist of the beach. Please, I really want to emphasize that even though you're seeing this as an advisory and I've sort of guided you through, hopefully helped ease your mind a bit in terms of comparing the warnings and advisories, it's still a threat, and it could be powerful at times with, dangerous currents, especially very close to the water. So follow all guidance. We've got the National Weather Service definitely keeping us updated, and I'm keeping a very close eye on the latest models for that as well. So stay out of the water, stay up to date with us, and we will definitely keep you posted. Again, we are under an advisory for the entire West Coast. Kira?
Vianey